Okay, and now I am going to test that how this my car starts when. Let's go to test. And now no any starting. Engine, no any engine runs. Only starter runs and rotates this engine. Okay, and what to do then? Okay, and then how I can replace this rotor, this ignition system's rotor, what is inside in that cover, and soon I will open these parts. Okay, and when I am planning to take out and open these parts, first part is to take out little bit these extra items, and now it's good to take out this air filter cover, and I open that air filter cover. That there is 1 and 2 these metallic clamps, and then there is this connector that I open, and then I can lift up this cover and carefully open these parts. I move that in this position, and then I take this cable, and now we have more space in that area, and in here we can look that now it's much better to work in here. Okay, and then I open these 2 connectors in here, and these connectors, when I am taking these connectors cables out, we can take a little bit better view. There are that connector, this connector, and then that one, and opening happens so that I press that area and same time pull out, like in that way. This press and then pull out in this way, and it opens, and same idea in here, press and pull out. Okay, and now these cables are free, good, and then I can open these bolts in here next. Okay, and then I need to open in here 1, 2 and 3 bolts, and I have in here this example part. What I am planning to do, I have in here this reserve part, that we can see that what I am planning to do, and this my system is in that position, and now there is 1, 2 and 3 these holes where is that kind of small screw, and for that opening I need now this 8mm socket what fits in here, that I can open this bolt, and then also small wrench. Okay, and this is like in example, and then I start to open this, and first I take this upper part in this one in here open, and I insert my tool in that kind of position, and it's there nicely. And look, I have a little bit longer bar. There is this 8mm socket and extra bar and wrench. Okay, and then I open this bolt. This is the opening direction. In this way, start, end. This is rotation is like in that way, and then I take my smaller part and I can rotate this bolt away using my hands. Okay, and there is this first bolt. It looks like that. And then there's second similar. It is in here down in this area. And look, when this is Toyota car, these parts are easy to open. There's always space, and in that way I open, and bolts open very easily. Now I rotate my tool. And then I can also use my fingers. And soon this. And there is second bolt. And then we have one final bolt. Its location is a little bit in here deeper. That side. And now this is my tool. It is in position, and then I only open it. And that area is a little bit more difficult place. So now I manage to rotate. Okay, now it's open, and in same step there was this final bolt, and in same step when I took that bolt away, this cover opens. Normally it opens in that way, but sometimes if it is stuck we only move that, and now this part is free. Okay, and there is then this my distributor cover. It looks like that. Okay, good. And then we can go to check that what is this distributor cover status. Okay, and then my next task is to take this distributor cover out. And for that job I need one socket and friends. Now this size is 12 millimeter, and I take my tool in here, and this my tool is like 2 like 12 millimeter, and then wrench that I can open. And there is really 2 bolts. There is first one. What we can see, there is this first bolt what I need to open. And first I open this bolt, and this is like opening direction, start, end. And that way I rotate. And now it moves nicely. I can use my hand. That way I rotate. And now there's bolt in my hand. There's similar one bolt in this way. And then I take second, and second is little bit more difficult place. It is another side. I need to insert this my tool in here, and there's just base. Look, now when we look that position, I need to little bit move that we can see that it is little bit in. There is this my tool, and it goes in directly in here, and there's my socket. And there we can see that there is this bolt. It is in here, that bolt. Now I take my tool and I insert my tool in such it goes directly in this down area. there's nice hole, and it goes directly in this bolt. Look. And then I start to open. That my bolt. There's this direction. And now I am opening it that way. And now I take a little bit better view. We can check that when I am opening that. Okay, now I open, and now I can take this my wrench part away, and then I can rotate this final part of this away. Okay, good, and soon this bolt is free, and it is easy to open when this air filter is away. Okay, and so soon okay, and there is this bolt. Excellent, and now both bolts are free. Okay, and now when all bolts are free, I can do this. I can take this distributor away, and in that step is good to do so that when this distributor, it must be in one position. It is good that we do some markings in here, that we remember that in what position this distributor must be, and for that purpose we should to have some pencil what marks writes every surface. And here I have solid marker. This is like Japanese pencil, and when I rotate that, this yellow color comes out, and this is really excellent color, and we can purchase these solid markers in ebay.com. And now when this even marks in oily surface, and now I do marking in here, that this line in here, that area, it must be in this area. Now I remember that this yellow area in here, its position is this one. Okay, and now it's like it helps to me install this part back in same side, and then when I a little bit move that, I can pull out this my distributor. Okay, and there it is, and then we go to look that closer. Okay, and here is this my distributor, and there is this cover, and I insert that a little bit far away, and this is like this my current distributor. And note, there is interesting this metallic, this director what goes to camshaft. There is more similar line in there, and this part moves, and be carefully, because this part is directly in contact in that part, that when I move this part in here, that part moves. Look. Okay, and then next step was that I need to do that. What is this my current distributor status, like in rotor and ignition coil? And first I inspect this rotor, what is in here, and this part should be in very good condition. And now when I look especially these areas in here, that contact point, and then this part in here, and I can see that there is really bad burnout in this rotor's head. And let's look closer, because this is bad, and that kind of thing in here, what we can see that there is hole in here, it makes this cars, I give a little bit more light, this makes this car spark like weak in here. There's slot, and we can compare that my anode here, because I have similar spare part. There is similar rotor, and this is in fine condition. And then when we compare that part in here, in this one, we can see that this part is like really good condition in this rotor head, but this my old one, there is burn out and hole in here, dent in that area. And I take a little bit closer view that we can see that yes, there is really. And now we can see that in that area in here, there is dent in there. And maybe if I a little bit take better in here, in that area, there is just, can I take a little bit better view, if I can zoom in, there is the situation. Now it seems that I have a little bit difficulties. But now we can see something. That in that idea is that there is some dent in that area. That means that this area is like bad. Okay, and that means now that now I need to replace this rotor, and this rotor replace happens so that because this part is dent in there, and I need to take this rotor away, and it happens so that I carefully, it is only pull out in here, and I insert my, because I think that I insert some my tongs in here, and then I pull out it. Maybe only big tongs. And I try first that kind of tongs, and I carefully insert that in here, and then I try to pull out this. Let's look at how it happens. In that way. And it moves good. And it moves even better. A little bit better view in here. And now it comes a little bit up. But in the same way this part is it is a little bit. And now I took it away, and it looks like that. And this is rotor, and I need to purchase new one. And in this my current one, there is this issue that this head is damaged. Okay, head and this is rotor, and this rotors, it goes in only one way, because there is this shape and that shape, and it goes in only one way in their back. And we need to press that in deeper in here, so deep then it goes, and then we can install that in back. Okay, but then I think that it is good to check also this inner area, that what is in there, this situation. Okay, and then it's time to go to install this distributor back, and also we need to check that there is no any corrosion there, and there is interesting that now we need to focus this part in here directly to this camshaft slot. And next I will show that camshaft to you. Okay, and here is this my spare part camshaft, and now I can take this bearing out, and there is this area where is this slot. Look, that's that slot, and this part in here, it must go in directly in that slot in this way, and then when we look in that area, it goes directly in this position. Let's look closer. There is this slot line, and this part goes directly in that way. Look, so nicely. Now these are in like together. And then when I am taking this part away, this part goes away, and there is this slot in here. And this part moves when this camshaft moves, when we have this timing belt in here. Okay. There is the slot. Okay, and then we go to look that similar slot in this my engine. Okay, and there is this my target area, and here comes this my distributor, and first I check that what is this right position, and then we can look also in the inner area, and now there is risk that this my rotor is in wrong position, because look, when I rotate that, there is two similar sides, but then this side can show in directly down or up, and then this is same. And that means that only if we install that in wrong way, then we need to reinstall that. But let's look when I install that in here and in that way. And then a little bit oil to this gasket and seal. What is there? This gasket area, all areas, and then this part moves smoothly. Okay, and there is this my thing, and then this installation is interesting because I need to focus, and then in carefully only in that way look, and then there is important that this final step is the most difficult, because now when I install that in here, there is a small gap in there, and this is not good. And then I need to only focus that is this my this direction right, in that way, and again I try, and then suddenly it goes deeper, and we can carefully move that rotor in here, in that area. Do not touch this copper part and not central, this sides, and then same time little bit press, and then we check that what is this gap. Now there is too big gap, and I need to eliminate that gap in here, because it must go, and that's I need to carefully move that, and suddenly, and look also that these parts in here, they are in, now it is actually, the system must be in that position, yeah, because those cables must go in there. I insert cables on, now cables are in there, look, this is important thing, and then I work with this part, And this part takes a couple of minutes time because I need to rotate carefully this rotor in here and same time press that in here. And it takes a little bit time, but carefully I managed to do that. And now you can take a cup of coffee or tea, and same time I will install that in this position. Okay, and soon we continue. Okay, and now I have installed this distributor, and now it is in position, and as we can see that gap area in here, there is no any gap anymore in here, in that area. Okay, and now it's good, and remember that I had these yellow markings in here, and also I have some markings in that area. I have made also my markings in here and in here, this yellow line, and now I remember that this part is in right position. And then I like to show that when we install that back, it is important that we install this distributor just in same line in here, because if we change that direction in here, then this our car's ignition timing can be go wrong, that we can install wrongly our this timing in this ignition system, and that's it's important to insert just in same place, and remember to use those paintings or white color in here. Okay, and now of course I like to show that how this distributor goes back and out, because now I know this position, and then when I like to take that out, I only little bit move that in this direction. Now it is away, and then when I install that back the same way in here, and then I adjust in here, in especially in that area where I have those markings in this central area in here, that I check that those my markings are in line in here, because otherwise if I change that in this direction, then this part moves, and that's I first check that these lines are okay also in that one, and then I press and I move that in this way, and now it goes in nicely, very nicely. Look, so easy. Okay, and then next part is to install those bolts in back in there, and we had two of that kind of 12mm bolts what I need to install in there. And first this one is in my hand, and it goes directly in this down area in here, in that way, and then I can rotate. Now this is easy. This is easy job, and we can also go to look that where it is. It is in here, and then when I rotate that, and I can also use my this 12 1-2mm socket what goes in there, and then I can rotate that in here. And all time in here I need to check that my markings are in line. Okay, good. And now I little bit fasten that bolt. I fasten that bolt, and then it is in like fasten a little bit, and then I install this next bolt in here, similar. And now I need to use that my tool, because this installation happens in that direction, in just in here, in that way, in this direction. And let's go to look look that area closer next, because it is interesting place. And in here there is this my bolt, and in here I install in that direction, directly there is nice slot where that bolt goes, and now it is in this position, and then I start to only rotate. It goes in there really nicely when we have this just right, the sides of this socket and this longer bar in that way. And then I rotate this bolt, fasten, and soon we can continue when I have fastened those bolts like a couple of turns. Okay, and now I have fastened these bolts, and then I need to do this final fastening, and for that purpose I need small wrench, and then this my bar and 1-2 millimeter socket, and I installed that in here, and now I fasten that, and only in one hand, look, not too much, and then the second bolt also in here, that way. Okay, and now these bolts are fastened, excellent, and then I can next install this distributor cap and those spark plug cables. Okay, and then when I am installing this distributor cap back, there is easy thing that this goes only in one way in there, because Toyota has made this like triangle, and it goes in only one way, and it is easy to install that first in that way, and it goes nicely in this way. It is easy install when we have this air filter cover is like away in here, that we have space. And then we had 3 of those 8 millimeter bolts what are in my hand, and they goes nicely in there. This is first one, and then I need this 8 millimeter socket and small bar, because this is easier to rotate in here, and then of course small wrench. And then I start to fasten, and there was 3 bolts, and it is good to first fasten a little bit that, and then I take second bolt, and it goes nicely in here. Those 2 bolts are easy to install in here, and this only third one is a little bit more complex. And then I fasten also that, and then we go to look that third one, that where we install that, because it is a little bit more complex situation. And there is first is my bolt, and it goes just nicely in that way. When I insert my hand in here, and I a little bit move these cables, and then I install in here. And now it's in their position in there, and let's look when and now I rotate that using my fingers, and I take a little bit more light. We can see where is this bolt. It is in here. Now I am touching that in here, and I rotate that a little bit more in that way. There is this nut, and there is second nut here, and third one is in here, in that one. This one in here. Okay, and now I fasten these all bolts using this small wrench in that way, and then in second in here. Second is in here a little bit up. In there I fasten also that. Good. And then not too much force. And then this final one, what was in here, this down area. In here, so can we see? Yes, now we can. And then I fasten also that bolt. Okay, good. And now it's well. Okay, good. And then final step is to check that this our system, and we look that there is no any leaks in that area, because this area must be really well sealed, because if water goes in here, then we are in troubles. Okay, and then I install these spark plug cables, and it is easy to install because the shortest one cable came in here and longest one in here, remember. And if you have used those, if you have all cables are same length, then you have to do so that you check that this cable in here in that area, it is number 4 cylinder, like shortest one, it comes in here. And remember to press that deep. And then next one, what is the second? Actually this is not, but there is this next one. Next shortest, it goes in here, and this cylinder 3, this is like cylinder 4, 3, 2, 1. This is cylinder 1. This is like cylinder 3, and this cable goes in directly in here down. In here, look. That connector must be in here, it comes in here, and then I press that in down, and remember to press enough deep. Listen to this sound. Good. And then next cable, it is that cylinder 3, and cylinder 3 cable, its location is in here, in that one, and then it comes in. Oh, now I made mistake. Sorry. This is actually the cylinder 3 cable, and this one is cylinder 2. Sorry, my mistake. This is like cylinder 4. Let's look. And it comes in that. Look, this is cylinder 3 in this side. And look that there is this. It is easy to understand that there is this made in Japan logo and this barcode in here. This is like this basement. And that right side in here, this comes in cylinder 3. Sorry. And then that cylinder second, what is in here, it comes from this deep area in here, that most below cable. And it comes in here and it goes directly to number 2. And then we have only left what is in that upper one in here, in that side, and this is cylinder 1, this is the longest cable. Okay, and now all cables are in there, excellent. And then we can install these cables in this keeper, because it is good in that way. I press these cables in this keeper in that way. The cables are in well in here. Okay, good. And then we continue. Okay, and now I am going to test that how this my car starts when. Let's go to test. And now no any starting. Engine, no any engine runs. Only starter runs and rotates this engine. Okay, and what to do then?